And now, before we transition into awards, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce a spoken word performance by Kondwani Fidel. Kondwani is a Baltimore native and international writer, spoken word artist, and passionate speaker on education reform, civil rights, and growing up in an underserved community. His lyrical poetry has been featured in The Washington Post, The Atlantic, CNN, The Root, and The Independent. He also performed at the White House during the Obama administration, and now he is here to inspire us. Please join me in welcoming Kondwani Fidel.
Many people in my neighborhood never had the resources or choices to live a healthy life, despite living in the land of the free, the home of the brave, the land of equal opportunity, milk and honey, American pie. Smells sweet, don't it? Tastes good, right? We Americans live under the same sunlight. However, for decades, my community was underserved. No matter how loud we screamed, left for dead, unheard. I can't count how many of my kin's kidneys failed because of unhealthy diets and unfair treatment. I can't count how many feet I've seen cut off of the same people who served and marched for this country. The aunts who used to walk their nieces and nephews to the store for candy are now limping on one leg, rolling oxygen tanks through the same food deserts that deserted them, that sucked them dry, left them limbless, crawling at a loss for help. And that's the outcome when a country places limits on health. Misdiagnosing matriarchs ain't nothing new when it comes to healthcare systems. Listen, too many impractical practices that impinge on Black people's existence. There's a kid out there whose grandmother didn't live long enough to see him graduate and walk across the stage. He's in pain, but doesn't know that race and class is to blame. And in a perfect world, his grandmother would have and should have died of old age. My granny always told me, you gotta call a spade, and don't confuse me being clear with pessimism. I gotta spit it from the heart, even if the critics gossip and label it dark. I'm not here to discuss happy-go-lucky when the system is trying to hunt me. Why would I concern myself with fairy tales and graffiti when there's a problem in this world around how we address, engage, and care for people with diabetes? But if I ruled the world, I'll make sure every community on this planet has access to ADCES. They are the definition of health equity. They ease the stress in the world, removing obstacles such as discrimination and poverty. They manage plans that fits people's belief and cultures, and they do it properly, identifying patterns, finding real solutions, addressing real problems rather than ignoring what's in front of us. They believe in providing education and resources to all, not just a few, and it has nothing to do with your age, background, or your who. ADCES motives match their actions and language. They paint them clear pictures, accessible, and effective healthcare that's free of stigmas. They're committed to supporting people with pre-diabetes, diabetes, and cardiometabolic conditions. The work speaks for itself, and we love a healthy tradition. No matter what challenges you face, ADCES believes you should live a life with promise and possibility, but we have to continue to work together as a community at all costs, diligently. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.